So you guys have to sort of direct. We're going to pick up a lot of peripheral stuff here. So what do you guys want to talk about? I mean, what would a good interview be for you guys? I mean, what don't you want to talk about?
Let's just play it by ear.
Yeah.
How long we've been a band.
You want all that stuff?
No.
No, all right. Figured. You don't want to hear any stuff like that guy was asking stupid questions over there.
Sub pop?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's got to be past that, right?
Yeah.
It's time to go on.
It's time to go on.
There you go.
On.
Like maybe stuff like, what are you guys trying to? This is too touchy-feely too, but what are you guys trying to do together? You know, what's your objective as a band?
To write really good music.
Yeah.
To write the best music we're capable of.
Yeah. You feel like
it comes before anything else. It's much more important than a philosophy, an image, live, or an image.
Right. Images now. Do you feel like you're getting closer to that? Do you feel like before you started that you're getting closer to that goal you set?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, it's just always been the main point. It's just always been that way. Just songs.
It's just as a unit, we've come a lot closer to writing and collaborating.
Yeah. What about attitudes and stuff? Is that important to you guys? Like what you're saying? Is that as important as how you're saying it? Attitude.
That's a good one.
It's a pretty lighthearted bunch, really.
Really?
Yeah. You write most of the lyrics.
Yeah, but I don't know what they're about. I don't put much.
Yeah, see, I don't know what they're about either. That was going to be another question, but I got my little sister. She's 11 years old. She was singing Negative Creep with me. Yeah, it was great. It's like, maybe you shouldn't listen to this.
And I'm stoned.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Daddy's
Well, you've met people
girl.
like that, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely.
So what the heck? Just preparing her for the future. She'll run into a negative creep. She'll know how to deal with it.
I'm kind of worried about it.
Perspective again.
So, is it like a conscious thing trying to get rid of an image or like shed an image?
No,
Just
it's more of a lazy thing.
Yeah.
Really not bothering to cultivate one or.
You mean you don't want to be the next Led Zeppelin?
What was their image? What was Zeppelin? They were the mystical hippie potheads. Yeah.
What'd you think of that article in Pulse? Do you remember that guy called you the next? The guy said, "Hey, if these guys with a little help could be the next."
Yeah, I think I just skimmed through it.
I thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was right on the money. That guy, his attitude was, I like smart asses.
Yeah.
Unless they're not smart ass to me, then I get pissed off. I'm a hypocrite.
What's the? Here we go. Hi. Price is alright for you guys? I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Alright.
The guy gave us $40.
Yeah.
Should have got something to eat.
Sorry, actually, I just got engaged 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm married.
Are you really? Yeah. I'm married?
No.
I mean, my fiance.
It's the greatest thing
Yeah,
it is.
that's great. How old are you?
24. I'll be 25 in May.
I feel like I was getting a little close to 30. I'm 28.
That's not too old.
So anyway, what do I want to say? What were we talking about?
Attitudes?
Attitude. You didn't have an attitude.
No. I'm a wishy-washy person.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well,
have
we're
an
definitely
Let's see what we
opinionated.
really
It's
look
just
like.
that
This is what we really look like.
Under our disguise.
All right.
That's that record I want to get. Yeah, cool.
That's great. Where'd you get that?
Where'd you get that
What's
record?
You picked that up at the bar?
No, this guy gave it to me. This other guy who wants
Oh, that
to,
Japanese guy.
Yeah, he wants to interview us, and he gave me this fanzine thing.
Probably the one man in Boston who shows up at every single gig with every single band. You know, that guy. He's pretty good.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, he's good. Good man.
Well, we're definitely opinionated, but we're too illiterate to back up what we have to say.
Too illiterate? You're not even gonna bother trying. That's good.
No, there's no sense in it.
Yeah.
I think we took too much acid and smoked too much pot to be able to store enough information in our brains. So if we were to get into an argument with someone about any topic, we would lose.
I have some political opinions, but that doesn't have anything to do with music, so
Yeah,
it bothers. Just like that guy in the club. I said, I went religion and politics. Religion and politics. There you have it. Let's all pull up some chairs and
You can articulate
take
it.
our shoes off.
You can articulate it. No. Like,
What does that
sorry,
mean?
that's a big
Come
word.
on.
Yeah, like you can put them into words. You can put your opinions into words.
Yeah.
As far as that's concerned. Did you guys go to school together? High school?
No.
No?
No, we didn't. Chris and I grew up in the same town.
Yeah.
I guess you could say we grew up in the same town.
Yeah. We spent our late teens together.
Yes.
Yeah. What town was
Listening
that?
in Aberdeen, Washington, a small logging community, 100 miles away from Seattle or so. Really secluded.
Yeah.
Seattle's considered a secluded place, but Aberdeen is really bad. That's where it was at.
Really? What, oh, fuck. I forgot what I was going to say. When you guys decided, when did you guys decide? 3 years ago, right? You guys decided to put the band together?
Yeah.
Were you all three together?
No.
You came in later? What happened to the other guitarist?
Jason?
Well, he had, I don't know, he had kind of an affair.
He had an affair with Chris's father.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious? No.
Who had the water?
Can't believe anything.
He had the water.
I did.
That'd be his nephew.
After a while, the band seemed like a soap opera, so we had to get rid of who we thought was causing most of the problems.
That was it.
Actually, it wasn't Jason. We just used him as a scapegoat. But I think the affair with Chris's father had a major effect on our decision to kick him down.
So should I
Chris's
believe
father-
this or not?
You can write it though. So Chris's father is this burly Yugoslavian macho type who told Chris at one time that we should trade in our guitars for shovels.
And that is true.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, that.
He's a fun-loving guy.
You should trade in those guitars for a shovel.
He came from Yugoslavia?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
lives in
He
Yugoslavia.
lives in
He's going to be a Yugoslavian TV
Yugoslavia
star.
Holy
Yeah, he's going to,
He's
isn't he?
going to do commercials on Yugoslavian TV.
I was just there. I was just in Yugoslavia.
Where were you?
Yeah, in Dubrovnik.
Oh, far out, man.
Yeah?
That's on
In
the
Zagreb?
Beautiful.
Oh,
I used
so
to live north
nice.
of there.
Yeah?
In Zadar.
Yeah.
That's a great place, isn't it?
It's a gorgeous coast.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable.
Crystal clear water and
I know.
rocks.
That's great. So what'd you tell him? Did you just tell him to fuck off? Or?
Yeah. When we were in New York, we were on tour. We drove back in 50 hours without saying a word to each other.
Wow.
It wasn't. It was bad vibes, but I think it was mutual.
Yeah.
It was just that the songs we're writing and the songs we were trying to write at the time that he was in the band weren't satisfying him. He just likes more heavy, slow grunge, and so now he's
Really?
in Soundgarden, and it's fine. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
It worked out really well. I can't think of a better band he could be in for liking that style of music.
So he was trying to hold you back from doing all the stuff that you're doing now?
Yeah.
Wow. So you feel like everything's, like you feel liberated now?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. That's cool.
I mean, it wasn't his fault. I mean, everybody has different tastes. It's just we didn't realize his tastes were so strong at the time. So we love him still.
Yeah?
We haven't talked to him in a long time though, because we've been on tour. Soundgarden's been on tour, and we have. So it's been a while.
How do you feel? How do you feel about the way things are going? You think you got some? Is this so? I mean, you've been touring for so long.
Yeah.
You getting tired? What?
I don't know. I wasn't anticipating going on tour again before we left this last time, but I'm having a good time again. Yeah, I really
Good.
like it.
Is it all psychological?
I think so. You get to psych yourself out. Yeah. You know,
Is it a real rigorous schedule?
No, not at all.
It's just a drive. Some of the drives are a little tedious
Yeah.
because they focus way long, 13 hours. And it's like they threw a dart at the map, you know, planning our tour at some spots.
Right.
I don't know.
But really, we set our own schedule. We sleep in if we feel like it. We don't show up to sound check if we don't want to.
Yeah.
It's just like this is what we chose to do, and we've always considered rock and roll to be kind of lax.
Yeah.
And so, heck, we may as well not burn ourselves out on it. We're just here to have fun and write songs and play, and you know, we're not trying to climb our way to the top or be popular. I mean, we're totally comfortable with the level we're on now. It'd be nice to get a little bit higher so we could pay the rent for sure every time. I mean, we are paying rent
Spread the
now,
gospel.
but yeah. We just want people to like our music. We don't want a big multi-million-dollar promotional deal to make us, you know, to get us into the high schools.
Two huge multi-million-dollar paper dolls.
Yeah. Well, you know, you guys could get close. I mean, you guys are close to that even without trying. Now, what would happen if someone did come up to you and say, "Hey, you got to work a little harder for us, but we're going to make you kind of wealthy"? I mean, what would your approach to that be?
Well, I'd say that we'd have to have a lot of say in a lot of things.
Working
I mean,
can wait.
if they were going to come up to us, I mean, one of the first things we would have to pick who we want to produce us and do it the way we do. Because the way we see it, a good promoter to us is someone who can take what we want out of our heads and put it on tape as best we can, not what they can do.
Right.
You know?
Right. Did Butch let you do that?
Yeah, Butch is right on. He's good. You know. I mean, that's what I see. That's what I see. My idea of an excellent, you know, producer is to be able to take someone's idea when they're hearing it and be able to do the best they can to put it on tape, you know,
Right.
without their
Right.
interference. I mean, that's what it's all about.
That's like a good editor with a
And
writer.
if we
'Cause I'm a
can't get
writer.
that with any bigger thing, then they can flush themselves down the toilet.
Yeah.
It's the same with promotion as well.
Yeah.
Just putting an image off of what the band might be like. We've had a few offers, I guess, from some major labels, but it wasn't like take you out to dinner or anything. It was basically just calling up to try to get a hold of us and Sub Pop told them to fuck off. Yeah. And we don't care about it at all.
So what's going to happen to the independent music scene when all the killer bands get signed to a major label and the independent scene is just bankrupt of any talent?
Right.
We'll just chop it up for capitalism.
That's right.
Wear our top hats and our
That's
tails,
right.
smoke a cigar.
Yeah. Alternative music is no longer an alternative once it's in the mainstream.
That's right. Well, do you think then something's going to have to come up from the bottom somewhere, some bottom of the swamp?
Yeah,
hope so.
something like that. Either that or. I mean, because that's what these companies are trying to do a lot now, which
Yeah.
sort of makes it bad in a way, because they're just picking up these indie bands just to get them, you know, that maybe like they're doing like a B label, you know,
Right.
they're doing them all right,
Right.
but they know they wouldn't do good all around, so
Something
they'll go ahead
weird's
and pick
gonna
them up just to get them off that B label to watch the B label go.
That's right.
You know,
That's
something
right.
weird's gonna come along. Like bands are gonna wear robes and play xylophones and chant. You know, it's gonna be totally different.
The
Rock and roll is gonna be
Metaphonics do
gone.
that.
It's gonna be
Like a punk world beat or something.
It was towards the end of the 20th century. You know,
Yeah.
it was rock and roll. Now we have I don't know, some kind of industrial kazoo music or something. It's gonna be something radical, and rock and roll is just gonna die.
Either that, yeah.
And rock and roll's gone full course.
Like an
Rap.
apocalypse.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Either that or
There'll be the Bible bands, though. Of course,
Maybe
there'll also
indie
be
Yeah,
bands.
that's right. You guys should
Here's a
do a
Bob
tour in
Seger
10
song.
years,
In the
right?
80s, I mean, every revival band you can think of from every era has surfaced.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
yeah. They have bands called Black Dog. They're called a tribute band. And there's another band called like Big Cross or something. There's a Black Sabbath tribute band. And there's a band called there's a few Judas Priest.
Green River.
Green River is a Queen Clearwater tribute band.
Really?
Not the one
Crystal
from-
Ship is the one for the Doors.
Great.
The Doors,
Yeah, the Doors,
Crystal
Crystal
Ship.
Ship.
Yeah, right on. See, so that's a sign that things have gone full circle.
Yeah.
And those bands are really popular.
Yeah.
People go see them. So
It's nothing like
what we do
wallowing
is
in the past when everything else in the future looks bleak.
No, it's but
security in the past.
it's the worst. I mean, it happens in every art form. It happens in every. People always look back when they're afraid of what's in front of them. They always look back.
Right.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. People don't look forward at all. They look back because, they'll reach a plateau that'll be so hard. I mean, there's still a lot of ideas out there. I think personally
cool to look back
that
for
haven't been
inspiration,
reached yet.
you know?
So it's like they'll reach a plateau that they'll hit, and then they'll think of what's been done or something like they'll think of maybe their favorite artist, and they'll look back at their favorite artist, and they might even take something from that and put it in there, and it'll show in their work.
Yeah.
You know, I don't believe in full circles myself. It's rough. It's totally rough to me.
Are you ever afraid that there aren't going to be enough alternative people out there who come to see your shows?
Now that could be certainly.
That could be certainly.
The people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who are your fans? Like what's a typical
I
guy?
don't know.
Just
Hopefully
kind of
they're like us, a mixture of white trash, scum who at least appreciate the arts.
Yeah.
You know, who may not be. I don't know really. I hope it's not the typical thrash scene metalhead kid
I
who
think
doesn't have any direction at
Lately,
all.
though, I've
It's just
seen
mostly
signs
rock
of
or
just like
people,
totally
you know,
varying.
long-haired
We've had some
guys
really
and,
People that were
different people.
stoners in high school, I think, who have discovered punk rock.
We've had bi-level jocks on their shows until they like it.
Really?
Yeah.
that's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Okay, we won't talk about that though.
You talk to your dad too, Chris? No.
I write him letters.
No, I'm talking about those jocks.
Oh yeah.
My dad's a jock. He's a cowboy.
No,
dude.
we just send them brand new baseball caps with jock straps in them. for Christmas.
We're gonna be a zany band.
I am.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm gonna walk on stage
Zany
with a,
funk rap metal band.
I'm gonna walk on stage with a hard baseball cap with 2 beers and tubes going to my mouth. It's gonna be funny, and I'm gonna have a Hawaiian shirt on. It's gonna be zany.
We're gonna do Louie Louie.
We're gonna do Louie Louie.
Gloria.
You got to do something to entertain yourself, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I consider rock and roll like mathematics. There's only so much you can do after a while until it just. I mean, we're working with a 4/4 time beat pretty much. It's a standard rock drum beat. There's only so many notes on a guitar. Heck.
So what do you say when you read an article and some dweeb writer tries to pin you down and say, oh, they sound like a combination of this, this, and this,
Right.
rather than what you probably think you sound like yourselves, you know, because you got a unique sound.
That's typical. Just people have to categorize
They have to,
things.
Yeah, you have to be.
Pigeonhole.
You have to ground it.
Right. I don't think most writers can say, I can't explain what they sound like, because then they would sound like an idiot.
They wouldn't
Yeah.
publish their articles
Yeah.
either.
Yeah. What if somebody never heard us? So at least they get an idea of what we're like through other bands. You know?
Yeah.
But I
You
read
can't take it word for word.
right. You read all these
Get an
articles
idea.
about how bands hate to be labeled, you know,
Right.
neo, post, fatal punkism or whatever. You know, they just don't like that shit.
Yeah. I don't think we like it either, but I've never really read that we've been totally categorized. I see Soundgarden being compared to Led Zeppelin so much that it's like, it's ridiculous.
They have to say that
we
they
feel
hate
kind of
Led
lucky
Zeppelin.
that.
They never listen to it. You know they do.
Yeah. It's too bad that they have to say.
And I don't know.
They
We've
have
been
to
comparing
defend that.
Leonard Skinner one time. This guy said we're Leonard Skinner without the flares.
Yeah, and this guy was like a Bauhaus fan who had no idea what our music's like.
Thank you. Oh, this is so good. Oh man. You can pick them.
So that's a pizza wrapped up or something?
No, it's more of just a bunch of dough. It's hollowed out and stuff put inside and baked.
Thank you.
You all set now?
Yeah, we're great.
Looks good. Looks good.
Good.
Chew.
I'm not even that hungry. I'm not even hungry, hardly. Not before a show. I just have to pack it up.
So you guys don't really care about money then, huh?
We care about paying our rent.
Yeah.
We don't need anything
You know
else.
how it goes. There's more important things, family. And,
What about your wife? Does she work?
yeah. Oh, you better believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a good job.
Nice. Real job.
Yeah.
She pay a lot of the bills?
Yeah. But I try to pay bills too.
Yeah.
We put our money back into our equipment. We kind of screw it up.
Yeah. Almost everything we make goes right back into the band.
Yeah.
If we didn't break our stuff, if we didn't abuse our equipment so much, we could probably save a little.
Yeah, when you get someone to pay for all that shit, then you can go break away.
Yeah.
We pay cheap rent, like I pay $210 a month.
Yeah, I pay
107. He pays 100, so what the heck?
He pays 100, don't
None
you?
of us live in Seattle.
$100? What kind of digs you have?
It's a nice house.
The house? Yeah, it's a real nice house. It's a house just tucked away in the woods. It's got a nice, good fire stove.
Oh, we shouldn't be saying this. Not more people are going to move to Seattle.
Oh, there are too many
It's
of
got
them
2
already.
bedrooms.
It's too late.
It's on a lot of. It's
I'm
got a
gonna
good
move to
amount of
Brooklyn,
acreage.
Washington,
We have bikes and stuff. We roast around a track that we
Brooklyn?
made.
That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you get a chance to spend a lot of time at home at a stretch?
No,
No, it would be cooler if you could.
that's what the summer's all about.
Yeah, we're going to take
Hopefully.
the whole summer
Nice.
off. Just write some more songs.
So now, if they book that European tour, that's no way.
Yeah, it's no way.
No way. You been over there yet?
Yeah.
Oh, you have.
Never again, unless we have.
Some call that they're booking a tour for us, and we haven't seen a dime from our last tour.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, jeez. Who's doing it? Someone over here.
No, it's a organization.
yeah.
It's their booking
You don't have to
agent,
print this stuff.
No.
No, they're just a
They're called
pretty
paper
rigorous schedule there we had for 7 weeks. Every night. They didn't have it in the budget to where we could eat more than 1 meal a day.
Oh, man.
It was
I
hell.
gotta eat.
Yeah, really? You're a big boy. Jesus. Did you go to Australia? You stayed in Europe.
Oh, we might go to
No.
Australia next fall.
Yeah, we're going
They
to
like that hard stuff. They like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bunch of convicts.
This is the best pasta I've ever eaten in my whole life.
Really?
It's great. Like garlic?
Yugoslavia. How long ago were you in Yugoslavia?
I was there, about 6 months ago.
Yeah, I was there in December.
Were you really?
With the crazy inflation.
Oh, gee, there's some problems there. Serious problems. There were demonstrations in Belgrade when I was there. Big
Yeah.
time. Did you go to Dubrovnik?
No, I just went to see my dad.
Stayed home.
He lives on this island off the Zadar.
We were gonna stop there too. We should have stopped there.
It's a great place. I went to
Cool,
school
yeah.
there for a year.
Did you really? You speak Serbo?
Croatia?
Oh, Croatian?
Yeah. But I'm not a nationalist.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nationalists over there.
What else do I want to talk about? You guys read books?
Yeah.
Not very often.
No.
Not anymore.
I was reading a lot of books. It was just all like classics, really.
You're reading classics?
Well, no, not like Greek classics or anything. Just like all the required reading for high school or something. Schulz and this.
Kept the reading list, huh?
I
Yeah.
get really tired of descriptive writers, so I've resorted to reading all of Charles Bukowski.
Yeah. Did you ever read any Jim Thompson? Hear about him? He's like him too. Pretty wild. Hard-boiled detective.
Oh, that's right.
stuff.
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's trying to get me to read him.
She back home?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
How's it going?
You worked with my
Yep.
wife.
Yeah. Oh
We
yeah.
worked at the same place.
Yeah,
They
we're
were
best friends.
Boeings.
What do they do?
They work in the cafeteria at Boeing's. They make planes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Boeing. What's the deal back home? I mean, you guys said you're getting tired of the boom out there.
Yeah. It's not that bad yet, but it's gonna be just like Southern California.
Can I try by that?
Yeah.
They're developing all
What is
over.
it?
They're turning
What's
everything into
inside?
parking lots and
What's
plazas.
Chicken and mosquito,
Property.
pot of cheese.
Property's starting to go up, you know.
Doesn't that piss you off?
Yeah.
It's
Like
here in
terrible.
Boston. You know, it hit a crescendo about 3 years ago, and then it just went boom and crashed. So Seattle's like 2 years behind Boston probably. It'll be going up, and then.
What I want to see is a full-on depression, just hardship. Yeah. I want to see despair. You know why? Because it'll put people's feet on the ground. People are so distracted by materialism. Well, I give Bush approval rating because he keeps things the way they are, right? You know, he doesn't want to step on anybody's toes. And then you have, well, I can go to the mall anytime I want, and I'm making a payment on my TV, and I'm making a payment on my car, and I just redecorated my living room, and I'm paying that off, and I'm pretty happy, you know? And that's all they care about. They don't care about anything else. Just junk. It's junk, you know? And so when it comes rock'em sock'em time, these people find out what like real values are. Just caring for people, you know, and not being so
it's stabbing
greedy,
everybody in the back to try to get more stuff.
Excuse me.
No, that'd be worse. Jesus.
People are gonna be crawling.
I know, because they won't be able to kick that spending habit, right?
Right.
You
Yeah.
go climbing all over everybody. See, you guys have an attitude.
Yeah. No.
See, you didn't tell me that before.
Yeah, we hate society.
It's kind of nihilistic though, and we shouldn't be spewing off stuff like that. People will start to hate us.
Yeah. But I think a lot of people who would even bother listening to you guys have a lot of the same attitude.
Yeah.
I have my dad is a stockbroker. You can't get much more capitalist than that.
Yeah.
And we have some pretty heated discussions about like what the priorities are. It's brutal.
How are you guys doing, okay?
Really good.
Oh, this is really good.
What's the best thing about being on the road?
Record buying.
You buy records?
Yeah.
Really?
Going to
Yeah.
second-hand record stores,
Nice.
finding obscure children's records and old blues stuff. It's great.
All right. Have you been to any? Well, you just got here.
No, not here.
There are a couple of good ones around. What do you think about all this CD vinyl bullshit?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't own a CD machine.
Yeah,
I don't
probably,
either.
hopefully never will.
It breaks my heart to see it go. It really
There's
does.
something I like about records. I can't explain it, but they're so much more valuable than a CD. There's just something about, it's like music is, to me, kind of sacred. I know it sounds stupid, but you're supposed to take care of music, and if you scratch it up, heck, you'll probably have to go out and buy another record and support the band if you really like the record that much. Or just something like a package, like a present
CDs
when you
were-
buy a record. CDs are just this little...
Yeah, the whole art question, like you can't fit that great cover art on a CD package.
Right, that has a lot to do with it.
But I never thought about that though. The way music is valuable on a record, because if you ruin it, you know, you've ruined something. You have ruined something. So
Yeah.
that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it should be a touchy thing.
Yeah. So the CD too strikes me as capitalism working hard again. You know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
all the record
When I
stores
first
more
heard
floor
about
space.
CDs, I couldn't even. I said absolutely no way I'll ever own one. But I've been given it. Some people have given me a couple for free. I still don't own a CD player. Now we're on CD, so I have to at least deal with it.
Yeah.
I can't completely ban it like I'd like. Yeah. Because it does. They do sell. Well,
The worst part about it is how hopeless you feel about doing anything about it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You can't do nothing about nothing. That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing about it. But we'll definitely never put out an only.
Nothing can't be done.
You don't feel that way? feel like you can overcome things?
No, I think nothing can be done, so I never think about it. I never think about
So it'd be
anything.
futile
I never
thought.
think about, absolutely nothing. I don't think about the problems of the world at all.
You don't?
I don't think about economy shit because I know it's going to go down. There's no reversing it.
Yeah.
There's no reversing the planet's destruction or any of that, so why give a shit?
So what do you turn your thoughts to then?
Fun.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
Living it?
I'm just a joke.
Yeah. You're comfortable that way too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever makes anybody happy. If someone's really happy going out and doing something about a good cause, that's fine with them.
Right.
That's not my business. It's not for everybody,
Yeah. But that's nihilism too, right? I mean that.
Sure, it's probably a better attitude than what Chris and I have.
Yeah.
Because I get stressed out about things. Like I watch things on the news.
Yeah.
I just get pissed off and spew about it all day. Fucking son of a bitch.
Yeah, I don't
People are so fucked.
I don't like to
spew
feel
all
that
day.
way.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel that way.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary.
I usually just feel intimidated by
Sure.
people that pressure their opinions on me and everywhere I go. I'm constantly bombarded by it and reminded, and I don't feel that anyone's opinion should be expressed that much. I don't think anybody should just make other people's lifestyles different because they're the majority.
Yeah, that's
if I go
true.
into a truck stop, I'm gonna get laughed at. I'm gonna get called queer or whatever, hippie,
Charlie
or
Manson.
instantly, stereotyped because of the way I look. And for me, I'm too sensitive to be able to just shake that off and just go about my way and just have fun in my own mind. It bothers me too much.
Yeah.
But I still, it doesn't bother me so much to where I stay in the house all the time.
Yeah. But you can shake that shit off then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. That's good. I mean that's good for your own well-being.
It's
Because I
important.
get stressed out too.
I'd be in really bad shape.
Yeah.
It's just that when I was a kid, I thought everything was so great. I was so excited to grow up, and I was looking forward to it. At the time I was in 6th grade, I realized, wow, all my surroundings really suck. Everyone I know are an asshole.
Did you grow up kind of no, I don't know, what's the right word? Did you have money when you grew up or no?
No, not really. No, we were
My dad's
middle American kind of.
Really? Yeah.
There were times when we
I
had.
just grew up as a goofball. In high school, I never was. Everybody expected me to play basketball or something.
Yeah, because you were tall.
Yeah.
You don't play basketball? No.
Expectations, yeah, mainstream. What are you guys gonna do when you stop playing rock and roll?
Hopefully I can buy a house in the woods, and if not, better lock me up.
Have you ever been arrested?
I've been arrested once for drinking in public.
Oh, Jesus.
I got in a fight with a couple cops once. They were really drunk.
Nice.
They fucking messed me up.
Really?
Oh yeah. I was out of it. Never fight with cops.
Wow. Did you get arrested?
No, I don't think I've ever been arrested. No, I don't think so.
How old what are you, 24, 25?
I'm 23.
23?
Yeah, there was a time when I was like, it seems like trouble comes in waves.
Yeah.
So like, oh, I'm in the back of a cop car again.
But it's over now, you're a responsible husband and everything.
Well, I try to be.
You're gonna be a dad?
Too long ago.
Yeah?
My wife got in a fight not too long ago.
Nice.
I try to be responsible. I try to be nice to people. I just drink a lot of beer.
Well, it wasn't your fault.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault.
We were dealing with some bouncers at a show, and they were your average macho jock guys that were just brought in off the streets to control the crowd.
Yeah.
And they started to beat up on people, and so Chris jumped in and
Really?
got a
While you
cut
were
eye
playing?
and bloody.
No.
See, we dealt with them about 2 months before that. We played at the same club, and we were there just to see our friends, the Fluid,
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
And the same guys were doing the same type of stuff. And we just didn't want to put up with it this
I remember a big
time.
crowd going like this. I remember being on the alley going, oh God, man, I had a bloody face, a black eye, a fat
You
lip.
look terrible.
I look terrible, man. Fucking motherfucker. I call them premature ejaculators. Premature ejaculators. This guy said he had a gun and stuff. I go, well, shoot me.
Where was that? Where was it?
Tacoma, Washington.
Tacoma.
That's such a sleazy town. I live there. It's white trash, man.
The head of the Ku Klux Klan, or the Grand Wizard, moved there because
He saw potential in the population.
yeah. He said Tacoma is one of the last surviving places where men still take Campbell soup in their lunch pails to work.
There's a big paper mill that stinks up the whole town. I'm kind of used to the smell.
Every
These guys
time I
come
go
in
there to
town.
visit,
Kirk gets
I almost literally puke.
Really?
So bad.
What's it like? Was
Smelter.
it ash or what?
It's a stink.
It's a chemical. What do they produce there? Who
Yeah,
knows?
they make paper.
Paper.
I
It's
worked
just-
there for a while too. Paint.
People dying from that shit?
Well, probably.
Yeah.
They also had a lead smelter there that they shut down. The EPA said, forget it.
The
There's
soil's
nothing you can do.
destroyed there. Can't.
And this lady came to knocked on my door, and she had this like orange hard hat on and stuff. I'm taking soil samples, and you just sign consent form to take soil. Sure. And I go, oh, there's a lot of arsenic in this soil, isn't there? And she goes, yeah. And I go, well, how much is there? Oh, there's about 1 million per something part, you know? Oh, well, what's normal? Nothing. You know?
So don't have a garden.
Yeah, they want to take the soil out of this playground. They took all the soil out, disposed of it, put new soil in.
How are they gonna do that?
It's fucked. And so there's this big piece of the real estate where there's a shutdown smelter. And I guess the land's worth like $5 because the stipulation to buy the land is that you have to clean it up. And the cleanup would cost like multi-millions.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Totally
There's
ridiculous.
this big smokestack. It was just like 3 blocks from my house. You can see it out my back window. It just sits, and they can't close the smokestack because there's like it's packed with shit on the wall. So it'll be a big cloud and kill everybody. So,
Wait, I gotta tell you something. I work at 2 days a week at a greeting card company, right? I write humorous greeting cards.
Wow.
And I sit at a desk, and I got these little, the little ventilators up there, things on the wall, and I'm sitting, and right above me, this ventilator has, it's just like cork ceiling, but it has a black crust of sediment around it, about 3 feet wide, and all in the slats of the ventilator too. And I'm wondering, what am I breathing sitting in that chair? And all these people who have been working there 25 years have been breathing this air that's coming in or going out of that ventilator, and it's scary.
people get sick.
Totally, I'd have it around my nostrils if I stayed there for a long period of time.
People get sick. I saw it like on TV.
Asbestos, maybe.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Their environment, working office environment, makes them sick or something. There's so much foam. And I bet if you burn one of those right there, they probably don't burn.
It's just so sterile.
Some green
I got a
flame.
lighter.
There's some green flame coming out of there. Fuck, what's this shit?
I gotta ask you a musical question, so I have something to write about. What's the new stuff sound like? What's your new stuff sound like?
There's a few songs that are a lot like the old stuff, or off of Bleach. Some new songs that are so mellow that we're probably going to lose half of our audience.
Really? You serious? I mean, is that the way you feel about it?
Yeah.
Well,
maybe. I don't know.
love,
Hopefully, if they're music lovers, they'll like it. If it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
There's a couple of acoustic songs. They're kind of like Leonard Cohen, like manic depressant, simple, quiet songs. I mean, they're definitely not commercial. Some of the heavy songs with distortion are more raw than our last record.
Really?
So it's just kind of counteractive. It's going to be a mixed bag of songs.
Yeah, so you're pretty happy about it.
Oh yeah, real happy. Yeah.
What, it's gonna be in September, you said, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, that's good. I have to look out for that. I I gotta get my hands on something. They're gonna be advanced copies at some point during the summer.
I don't know.
Probably not. You don't deal with any of that.
We gotta.
No, I don't think so.
We gotta have a meeting with those guys and tell them what we want to do.
Yeah.
So they can get on the ball.
Yeah, we'd like a little bit better promotion.
Yeah. Yeah, tell Rich to get his shit together. And he really bummed me out. I've been making cross-country calls to try to get my hands on anything to talk to you guys about. Some bio stuff. This stupid stuff that we need.
We hear this story every time we have an interview or any promoter. It's the same thing. They never send them anything.
No.
And every time we talk to them about it, they always say, well, you know, it's hard, you know, that's a typical excuse. Yes, please. Yeah.
People are beating their door down for free promotion. And
Yeah,
it's
really.
hard. That ain't bad.
Yeah, it's good.
What do you guys listen to?
For the last year or more, anything that isn't grunge.
Really? Yeah. Nice. You mean you don't have all Tad stuff on the van?
We listen to Tad. We really love Tad.
Tad's heavy.
They're great. We like all the Sub Pop stuff. In fact, like Mudhoney's my favorite band.
Really?
Yeah, I listen to a lot of Mudhoney.
Of course, we do listen to some grunge stuff, but mostly we're just listening to stuff like Beat Happening and Young Marble Giants.
Anything like that?
Anything like that?
Shonen
You guys
Knife.
listen to the Mono Men?
The Mono Men. Wow.
They're from Seattle, aren't they?
Yeah.
I forgot all
I
about
heard
them.
one of their songs. Yeah.
I just picked up a 7-inch this afternoon about it. And I guess Big Chief is the new thing. It's new happening Sub Pop thing.
I like them.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah. I haven't really heard what they've done on Sub Pop, to tell you the truth. The only thing I've heard them do was this tape they gave me about, I don't know, a little less than a year ago, just some stuff that they've done in the studios. Maybe some of those songs were on there, but I really like the tape.
Yeah. I think they fit pretty well on the roster too.
Yeah,
Good
they're really good.
You like the Fluid?
Oh yeah.
They're cool guys. Really good
Yeah,
guys.
John's
Great
right on.
guys.
Yeah.
Great band.
Yeah.
They're totally cool.
Do you see them very often? I mean, do you get a chance to party with them and stuff?
Yeah, we did in Tacoma, but it's kind of turned out.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Well, that was the night that Chris got his face
That was.
bashed in.
I talked to Garrett. And then when he came
Garrett,
by,
yeah,
he's
he's
a
great.
good guy. That's they're from Colorado, though.
Yeah.
So like, what else do you listen to?
Pixies.
I mean, I know you. Oh yeah.
Pixies. Oh, I like Lead Belly a lot. It's
Yeah,
my
Lead Belly's
favorite.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's great. Listen to folk.
Yeah, I like John Fahey a lot.
I
Yeah.
like Lil Cocky.
You do?
Yeah, a lot of those stuff's really cool.
That's great stuff.
I'm starting to like bluegrass music a lot.
Some of it's
I'm
really
starting to get into
good.
bluegrass.
Nice.
Yeah, some of it's
Middle
right
Eastern
on.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ashwin Batish or whatever. He's
I've
really
heard that.
really
Yeah, I
good.
don't know the music. Is it good?
Yeah, he's really good. He's got
yeah.
this album called Sitar Power. So, sums up.
I like guitars.
Yeah, it's totally cool.
Well, like Love Bus had a little.
Yeah. See, we
Have
didn't
you heard
have
the
that.
original?
No.
It's a Shocking Blue song.
Yeah,
There's mass
yeah.
guitar in it.
I've heard it. I don't have it. Yeah, I've heard it. It's great.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Great. But you guys did it up pretty well too.
Yeah, we just kind of took the riff from it.
Yeah.
The bass line and
Yeah. It's good. You know, and
Thank you.
just to be a geek about it, that Spank Through was the killer riff of that year. Came out. That was great.
Oh,
Totally great.
Oh.
Yeah.
we're putting that on our next record.
Are you really?
We recorded it live in
Nice.
Portland, so it'll be a lot rawer.
Yeah. It's great stuff.
I don't think I've heard it yet.
None of us have heard it yet.
Wow.
I think we played it pretty well. Whatever.
I was when you guys came to town last time. It was about 6 months ago, 8 months ago, and I was so psyched to see what was going on. You know, I was so psyched to see.
Well, that's
you.
when I didn't play guitar,
It
right?
sucked, man. It really sucked.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, I was there.
That was bad.
I brought a couple people with me. I said, you gotta see these guys.
That was a
And then I
cheese.
was like, oh, sorry. Yeah, it
Yeah,
hurt.
it was a bad show.
It hurt. Yeah, Jason was there. Hey, can I give you some money for that beer?
No, don't worry about it.
All right.